This episode 1, the biopic, the 3-part miniseries on real life serial killer Dennis Nilsen, starring David Tennant as the main character, and your head's like your mind's just probably thinking right now, why are you covering this? Why are you even watching this? Two things. I'm into crime stuff and true crime, so serial killers kind of fall in those categories. And 3, me being a fan of the main actor, David Tennant, since Doctor Who, and him playing playing a serial killer is like, ooh, this is a bit intriguing. Let's see how this goes. So that's the main reason why. And with this first episode, I will say it's intriguing. It's absolutely intriguing. Like, I'm going to talk about this show as like pretending that it's not based on true events. That these characters, these are characters, and this is a story, and let's kind of work around it and all kind of stuff. And it's just absolutely. I mean, what the character of Dennis Nilsen, sorry. He's like this calm, calculated, like we see other movies out there, TV shows about real life serial killers, and we're like, okay, they're very calculated. They're very, you don't know what they're going to do. You don't know what this is going to be, and you don't know how they're going to go, batshit insane, and the eyes are going to be rolling back in their heads and making them look crazy, right? Well, in this, he's just calm, and he's like, the moment the police knock on his door, he's like, yep, there's a body in the cupboard, that 15 people, most of them guys, but kind of listening, like, he's very cooperative. It's like, he's like, yep, you caught me, now I'm just gonna spill everything. And to the point where, spoiler with the end, where he does go a bit angry, because he's like, two things: don't make me look like a fucking horror story, and 2, don't undermines the victims. So he's caring for the victims that the people that he killed, and you're like, wow, this is very true. But you can kindly know, like, he's probably missing some bits, or he's not telling some bits, or he's not remembering some bits. Like, there's a big chunk where he's trying to remember at least a name, and it's like a last name. It's like, oh, what's the guy's name? Stephen. And it's like, okay, that's not. We need a last name, because there's a lot of Stevens in London. Like, let's be fair. So it's just, I mean, even like the first 5 minutes where it's just meeting the detectives, because it's basically yes, we're focusing on the main, as everyone's talking about, they're going to talk about the subject matter character that the show's about, but it's basically about the detectives, basically. Like, you basically see the detectives more than you see the subject matter. And they're intriguing, and they're well done. It's just setting out a plot, and your mind is like, I mean, turns out this guy's had been doing it for 4 or 5 years, and your head's like, naturally the brain goes like, how could he be able to do it? I mean, all he was doing was bonfires and shoving it down the garbage bin trash, and he's got caught because people were like, those are human remains, those are bones, those are blood. He's like the only one who was like, oh, it's probably KFC, and but okay, that's weird. It's just, yeah, I'm intrigued, and I'm liking how ITV is kind of pacing it, where it's only 3 episodes, and we got 2 episodes left, and it's how there's just going to be like, you know, today you're gonna get episode 1, tomorrow you're gonna get episode 2, and the day after that you get the final episode. And I like how they're pacing it. I mean, at the end of the day, my guess it's going to be like a 2 hour, like a 2.5 hour movie, basically. But yeah, this is where you're intrigued, and even the author character, because at the beginning I didn't like, what's the point at this guy? Why is he there? And you're like, he's the guy who's going to tell a book. He's going to tell us everything about him, and I mean, the performance is well done. How David Tennant plays his character at this point is really well done. I'm probably just babbling right now, but so far this first episode, it's really, really, really well put together.